And you guys have another podcast called Good Influences.
Oh,
I
yeah.
should have said that up top.
Yeah.
How's that?
I love Good Influences.
Yeah,
if we could do Good Influences every single day, I would.
That's like vacation. It's unbelievable that it's doing so well.
Carly and Aaron were here. They told some funny stories, but I can't remember what they were.
Oh, wait, so they're going to be
I think it was
on
about
an
Lady
episode of
Gaga
this?
or something?
Oh, yeah, my Lady Gaga story that nobody believes.
It never happened.
What was the story?
I was already thinking that right when Lady Gaga came out of your mouth, or yours. I was like, oh, God, here we go.
Long story short, because I've already told this, but I was at an event in a VIP area. Lady Gaga shows up with her dancers and her entourage. We're watching the show. Everyone's trying to like get a picture with her or whatever, and her and I start talking because she's just next to me at the show. And I said, oh, I'm from New Jersey. She goes, oh, I spent a lot of time in New Jersey in Short Hills. I said, oh, I had my bar mitzvah in Short Hills. And she's like, oh, cool. Like, I'm playing tomorrow. And I was like, oh, that's so great. I don't know that I know your songs that well because I don't really listen to pop music. And she's like, you don't listen to pop music? I said, no. So I don't really know a lot of your songs. And she was like, oh, well, what about this one? And then she starts like singing one of her songs and did her like signature eye thing. And I am just like, please stop. This is so embarrassing because everyone's just watching her like perform for me. And then her dancers start like doing the backup dance with her. And then I was like,
where were you?
At a VIP, like at a South by Southwest event at a VIP section while like Reggie Watts was playing. We went to go see Reggie Watts. That's what it was.
Okay, so at this point in time, Reggie Watts is more famous than Lady Gaga.
No. People stopped watching the Reggie Watts show and looked up at the VIP balcony because Lady Gaga was there.
The point is, Mike is saying to Lady Gaga, I'm sorry, I don't know who you are.
No,
and
I didn't
she
say I
goes,
don't know who you are.
I know, but you go, I'm not familiar with your music or whatever you said. And then she goes, Roma, and gets her backup dancers. That whole moment never happened.
Yes, it did.
There is no way Lady Gaga would do something like that. Even Jess agrees.
It's fine that no one believes me.
I think you told the story one time. You told this story once, and then you realized you had to stick with this story for the rest of your life.
No,
I think you started with a little bit of a white lie. We exaggerate at times.
Nope.
Everybody does it.
Brian Williams said he was in a helicopter over Iraq. He was not.
That is true, right? Yeah.
I have my brother was my brother was with me. My best friend was with me, and right afterwards I called my other friend who was the biggest Lady Gaga fan and told him exactly what happened word for word. And I called him up and I said, "Hey, is this what happened?" He said, "Yes, that's what you told me when it happened."
And did you feel dumb later when you found out she was a huge deal?
No. I know that Lady Gaga is a huge deal, but I couldn't like place a Lady Gaga song versus a Katy Perry song versus like a Taylor Swift song at the time because I was just like,
Bro, she was huge.
I know she was huge. It was, and this was. Then she invited me to the show. She's like, "You should come to the show tomorrow."
See, now we're gonna toss in this detail.
No, I told you this already, but then she left, and I like didn't get any information, and like I didn't give her my name or anything, so it was kind of like an empty.
That's my one celebrity crush.
Lady Gaga.
Unreal. Did you ever see the story on Howard that she told?
No.
She
99 people can be in a room, but if one believes in you.
That's like her like go-to.
Have you seen her like tell that story 100 times? Yeah.
This is when I fell in love with her. He goes, "What's Edge of Glory about?" She and then Edge of Glory, it's like a fast dance song. Like, oh, right. And she goes, well, I wrote that watching my grandfather die. And he was like, what? He's like, how could you write that about your grandfather dying? Like, well, I don't understand. It's a dance song. And she's like, oh, well, let me show you. And she goes on the piano and she plays it like really slow. And she's like, I was just like looking into his eyes and he was dying. And he was like, he's on the edge. And I was just like, after I heard that, I was like,
she's a real artist.
How do you take that and then turn it into a dance song? Like, that's literally my favorite thing in life. Like, just hearing people. That was what I loved about Phineas. Like, I was begging him, like, tell me how you wrote Bad Guy. Like, that's my favorite. Or he said something really cool. He showed me how he wrote the Bond theme.
I mean,
that's
insane.
Insane. And he just said, he goes, once I got bum, 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 whatever it was.
Yeah.
I can't remember it now. And I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, he's a genius.
Unbelievable. You had a lot of success at South by Southwest. Didn't you hang out with Tyler, the Creator, too?
Yep.
How was that?
Spent like the day with that whole crew.
What goes on at South by Southwest? I've never been.
It's the best.
You should roll with us.
It's so. It's the best.
Mike
Did you have a good time?
love South by
I
Southwest.
went for 10 years in a row. So me and like my crew have developed like a cult awareness of people like know who we are at South by. Like the people who run the events, the people who run the security. They're like, oh, the Headband Boys are back this year.
And you can just get in anywhere.
Yeah, basically.
Are we still going to be rocking the headbands?
100 billion% till I die.
Did you go last year?
No, we didn't. Last year was it's shut down during 2020, and then we didn't go last year because I wasn't sure if it was like going to be up and running full. And
it was a bit of a gamble last year.
Yeah, but I think this year I want to go.
Oh yeah, full.
Is it more films that you go see or bands?
Well, it starts off with film and well, no, it doesn't start. Music and technology. Music is at the end. It's film and technology,
That's what I said.
and then it goes into music.
Yes.
So the first week is
film and technology, but we don't go to like the panels. There will be. Intel will have a house, or Pepsi
we don't even get the badges.
Yeah, we don't even get the badges.
We just go to the parties.
Yes, yeah. We're not there to like learn from industry experts or like see panels.
We're there to network.
Yeah,
and just mingle.
Have you ever gotten a good brand deal from going there?
Yeah, I would say
so. I've met a lot of people at South by that
we've had brand deals at South by,
yes.
and we have met people who work on like the media teams
because it's a lot of brand doing activations there.
And Mike, you manage Matt too, correct?
Yes.
And how did you decide that Mike would be your manager?
How did I decide it? Well, you know what? Okay, so
Bon Air, right?
It was in Bon Air, but so we had met at Good Time at Davey Wayne's. Hey, Jason, you may have been there. I know Todd was there, and we just ended up talking to Mike, and I learned he did social media managing, and I needed a manager during that time in my life. I had kind of like flirted with a couple managers, flirting meaning like trying them out to see if they were a good fit.
Yeah.
And the thing is, in LA, a lot of managers are really slimy kind of people.
Yeah.
And like you get talking to conversations with them, and then they want to provide the best future for you, and it's just this whole kind of rigmarole. And I don't know, it was really sketched out by a lot. But then Mike. What was really great is because you weren't interested in becoming my manager. You were helping me figure out what I wanted to do or what I needed to do, or getting me out of like a bad headspace of like, I don't know, my own anxiety being a social media creator.
Right.
And he really like cleared some stuff in my head for me. And it was almost like he was halfway like a motivational speaker.
He's very motivational that way.
And I was like, well, I like this guy. And I really needed someone to work with. And then I remember, we went to Bon Air. You were still on the fence about hiring me.
Bon Air is an island in the Caribbean.
It's part of the ABC Islands: Aruba, Bermuda,
and Curacao. No,
Bon Air
and Curacao.
They're
the Dutch. They're owned by the Dutch, or like the Amsterdam, whatever it is. And so that's like there's a lot of Dutch people. That's like their whatever.
It's kind of near the Yucatan Peninsula.
You two are so funny.
Anyways,
what a pair.
But Mike, you actually was the moment where I think you kind of realized you want to be my manager. I had an Instagram stories deal that came through, and the offer was really, really low. And I was in New York, and I was really stressed out. I even think I was like going through a breakup. I remember like that's when I was smoking cigarettes a lot because y'all lived in that big building, and I would go outside. Anyways, I just remember all this.
Yeah.
And I go there, and the Mike was like, "You shouldn't be doing that. You should be having it a higher deal." And he goes, "Hold on, I'm going to get on a phone call with the person who's offering you this deal, and I'm not going to take a cut as a manager. I just want to like do this for you." You then hopped on the call. I didn't even want to hang. I didn't even want to like listen to the call because sometimes like deals, like I can't listen to them.
Sure.
Mike, things come back. He turned it into what was going to be like. I hate talking about money, but it was like it was going to be like. What was going to be like a couple $1,000s into like $10,000.
No way.
Yeah.
How did you get good at negotiating? Where did you learn that?
I think that specific phone call was actually my business partner, Jared, he's a little bit more of a shark tooth negotiator than I am. So I think he did the majority of the talking on that call. But I think at the time, Matt was like mostly a Viner, and I didn't even have Vine at the time. Like I never had the app. I missed that whole thing. So I was more focused like on YouTube and New York City and those kind of creators. And I think like Matt and I were just more so friends, and Matt also, I mean, this is not a like numbers game, but I think Matt had like 80,000 followers on Instagram.
That's true.
And I didn't want to like just not be able to do something for him. Like,
right.
I want to work, because brands sometimes don't always have money for smaller creators.
And Vine died.
Yeah. And
right.
like Vine had just died. So Matt was like stressing out about this brand deal. And I was like, bro, this is a terrible deal. Like, let me just talk to them, pretend we're your manager. And then
good friend.
That's been making millions ever since.
That's right.
But
no, honestly, one of the best decisions of my life ever was teaming up with this guy.
Same.
I truly
your growth has
believe
been
it.
incredible.
And
like when you hit 1 million followers, you were like, I never thought I would have 1 million followers on Instagram.
No, never.
What a meteoric rise.
It is pretty crazy. I remember just like even when my friend got 1,000 followers in college, I was like, whoa, 1,000. And so that's just been really cool. But it's also cool about how well like Mike has like also integrated like with our friends in around here in LA.
it's
Yeah.
been
Like
nice.
some people have like really kind of like weird professional relationships with their manager. They have like boundaries and stuff. Like Mike is still like Mike and I
You
can
have a
hang
podcast
out
with him.
yeah. And
Hold
so
on. I have to pee. I had a ton of water today.
gosh, unbelievable.
We can just chat on our own if you want.